I got us to do a video on how to get started investing, so here it goes. What's up everyone, I'm Brad. Welcome to the Money Dad channel. If you are not a subscriber yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button so you can continue to see videos like this. So I want to get into how to get started investing. If you are new to investing or you've never invested before and you want to get into it, this is the video for you. I will start out by saying, before you start investing in individual stocks or you have an individual investing account to put money into index funds or anything like that, strongly recommend going through your employer first if you have a 401k and start putting your money into that first. And the reason for that is many of these employers match your contributions in the 401ks, so you want to take advantage of those matching contributions. It's just free money. So if your employer offers a 401k and if they match contributions, I highly recommend, and I think most financial advisors would, to start there, get that free money by putting a little bit of your money into that 401k, and you can invest into stocks through that program. Once you're putting enough money into your 401k to get all those matching contributions, I would recommend starting a Roth IRA at that point and maxing that out as well. And I recommend that due to the tax advantages of those kinds of accounts. So all that is for another video, but before you start investing in individual stocks or index funds through a separate broker, highly recommend doing a 401k and or Roth IRA prior to that. Okay, so once you have maxed out those programs and you have more money to invest, at that point I would recommend looking at separate brokers like Robinhood is a pretty popular one because it's so easy. It's very the user interface is very user friendly. It's very clean. And it's just popular right now. It's free trading. It doesn't cost anything to buy stocks, things like that. Personally, I use E-Trade. I like it. It's easy. I'm comfortable with it. I've been using it for a long time. It's also free trades for the most part. And most platforms offer free trades as well for the most part these days. It's getting very cheap to buy and sell stocks. So there are lots of platforms out there. I would do a quick Google search and look at lists that compare them so you can get an idea of the pros and cons of each one. If you value customer service more than anything else, you may want to look into stuff like that. But a lot of people like Robinhood, a lot of people like TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, things like that. They're all fine. You can buy and sell stocks through all of these kinds of platforms. So most of them have mobile apps. You can download it on your phone and connect it to your bank account pretty quickly these days. They also have websites that you can go to and connect to your bank account pretty quickly these days. Choose your platform, get your bank account connected to it, and then you have to transfer money over to that investment account, and then you have to decide what you're going to invest in. Right? So do you want to invest in individual stocks like Apple, Tesla, Amazon, Ford, things like that? Or do you want to invest in an index fund like the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, things like that? So there are so many options. I can't go over all of them. The easiest way to do it is to pick an index fund that tries to mimic the performance of the entire stock market and roll with that. Something like SPY is the ticker symbol for the S&P 500 index, so that will mimic the performance or try to match the performance of the S&P 500, so all 500 companies in it. So instead of picking Apple yourself and picking Amazon yourself and Tesla, and by the way, that can get very expensive because, for example, Amazon right now is $3,000 a share. Not everybody has $3,000 to put into one company. So you choose to put your money in an index fund like the S&P 500. I believe SPY is in like the $300 range right now. And when you buy a share of SPY, you are basically investing your money in all of the companies in the S&P 500 right now. So that includes Apple and, well, actually Tesla's not in the S&P 500 yet, but Apple and Amazon and all of, all the companies. Personally, I like the ticker symbol QQQ that tries to match the NASDAQ 100 index, which is the top 100 companies in the NASDAQ. There are some fantastic companies in that list that I really like, and it kind of narrows it down from investing only in the biggest companies in the NASDAQ, which I prefer because they're a little bit more tried and true. That's it in a nutshell. You find a platform, start an account with that platform, connect your bank account to it, choose what you're going to invest in and buy in. These individual accounts, you do have to pay taxes on every year though. So that's why I recommend, doing the 401k first to get those matching contributions, then do the Roth IRA. And then after that, if you have extra money to invest at that point, then go this route. And just like the disclaimer in my description down below says, I am not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is what I have learned to do over my 15 years of investing at this point. All I can do is give you my thoughts on it. This is not any kind of official financial advice. I think that's all I got for this video. If you have any questions on this kind of content, if you want to get into more specifics on platforms or particular index funds, mutual funds, individual stocks, you still have more questions on how to get started investing, leave a comment down below and I will get back to you. See you there. Thanks guys. Bye.